Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to another broadcast with your beloved, the ones and the only Fatima and Ahmad, bringing to you the How To series and another episode of it. I really hope that you guys are having a good day, a happy day. Um, Say hi, Fatima.
I thought for a moment that you forgot about me. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to be here alongside Ahmad. Thanks for showing interest in these informative episodes related to How to series.
Welcome, welcome. So let's try to give the people a few minutes to join. Um, of course, you guys already know about the How To series. We are basically, I think we are the third episode of the How To series, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Well, you know my memory; it's a fish memory. So, well, today's topic is nice. It really completes what we already started last time, which was the adjectives part. By the way, in case you missed it, you can go back to the channel and click on the live section and watch the session. How was your day, Fatima, so far?
So far, so good. A bit hectic, but I'll overcome it. How about your day?
Um, it was pretty busy, filled with work, food, which is the best part of my day, honestly.
I heard
Yeah.
something that someone was annoying you throughout the day.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard of that person, honestly.
What was she or he a coworker?
No, no, not at all. Not at all.
All right.
God,
I was
you
really
do you
worried.
do a very good job at annoying me, by the way.
Thank you for admitting this live in front of all people. Now they
Oh,
know
it's
our
fine.
secrets.
They're probably used to it by now.
You too.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Okay, I think it's time to dive into the topic. So
Mm-hmm.
let's introduce it to the audience. The floor is yours, Ahmad.
Okay. Well, first things first, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, today our main focus is going to be on how to add adverbs to your sentence structure. Let's start with something simple, which something I like to do every time. Let's look at this. Very simple sentence. The sentence is I eat breakfast. So this is very it's very clear. Nothing
I
strange
think it's
about the
very
sentence.
I think it's very basic, no?
It is. It is. Not gonna lie. So how can we up it a notch and make it a bit let's say improved? Yeah. Let's try to think of an idea. What can I actually add to this sentence to make it a bit more, to explain more about this? So I say I eat breakfast. Do you know when? Do you know if I do it all the time? Maybe sometimes. So let's take a look at this. Now, I added two things, two adverbs actually. The first one is seldom, seldom. The second one is usually, not usually. Be careful with that. It's usually. So the sentence reads like this. I seldom eat breakfast, but I usually have a brunch. In case you didn't know what a brunch is, it's basically, it's not lunch and it's not dinner. It's like in between breakfast and lunch. That's what we call a brunch.
We can also say it's the late when you have your breakfast at a late time.
Oh, yeah.
Be similar meaning.
You know, my problem is I have breakfast and brunch. So I have both.
You have food all day long.
That's
I
true.
can
That's true.
imagine.
Food is the best thing ever. So,
I wonder how you stay fit.
um, people might never know about this. So, thank you. All right.
Secret.
Well,
Big secret.
now, my friends, going back to our idea, we added two adverbs to this sentence. They made it a little bit clearer. You know now that I don't have breakfast all the time, or it happens very, very rarely. This is the meaning of seldom. But I said I usually have a brunch. So, what is exactly an adverb and why do we add it to a sentence? So, basically, an adverb is a word, and this word can improve, modify, change, or describe. Describe what? A verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Sometimes, in certain situations, it can modify or describe an entire sentence, a full sentence. Now, we need to know that, or you have to keep in mind that adverbs have many types, and you've probably seen so many adverbs in many sentences, but you did not actually know that this is called an adverb. So now we go to Fatima. Fatima, let's try to speak about the types of adverbs. Shall we?
Yeah, thank you for paving the way to the next section of this episode. So let's briefly touch on the different types of adverbs. As you can see in the slides, the first type is the adverbs of manner, and these are a couple of examples as you might view. I believe some of you have seen a lot of them, even more than those shown. So let's try to practice them. So in the next slide, you will see this simple sentence that we'll try to change using the adverbs of manner. Okay, the sentence is, I can't think about our breakup. So what could be the best adverb of manner to add in this context? Try to send your answers here in the chat before we proceed. So it's going to be the first practice in this episode. I hope I'll get as many answers as I imagined. So this is
Why did
basically
you
the
choose
sentence.
this sentence? I can't think about our breakup. Oh God.
I was recently thinking about breakup. This could be one reason. I don't know. What do you think? Should I decide to break up or not?
You know what? I don't need anything. I just need my food.
Okay, let's see how people will react. So try to add an adverb to modify the meaning in the sentence.
definitely. And let's try to keep it within the type that is matter, adverbs of matter.
Yeah, which I'm gonna send here in the chat as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So basically, I'll send you also the link where you can access many of them, like many of these adverbs.
okay.
Oh, I never think about our breakup. You're very loyal, Abdullah. People like you are so rare, like in this age, modern age. I love Rabah's example. I can't think
Mm-hmm.
straight about our breakup. This is the I can say the perfect suggestion
Would it
from
be the only
Rabah.
one?
No,
Yeah.
definitely. There are a lot of options.
Nice.
But I heard a lot of people saying I can't think straight about our any decision. I think breakup is a milestone or is a crossroad. So you should think carefully before you decide on breakup.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Deeply. That
Deeply.
makes,
I
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I can't think deeply about our breakup. That
Yeah.
makes
Let's
sense.
let me not think about it deeply. Just let's break up.
I hardly think, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Abdul Qayyum.
Oh, welcome, ABD. I
ABD.
also have Hala right here
Welcome,
and
ABD.
Rami, two dearest people.
Yeah.
Both you
Also,
guys.
Hala was sending you her regards. She's joining us today. There are a lot of dearest people here, of
Yeah, means a lot.
course.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah. I can't hard think about our breakup. Hmm.
I can't hard think. Yeah, probably you mean hardly, because any
Mhm.
adverb, to change an adverb to an, sorry, to change an adjective to an adverb, it has to, yeah, you have to add the ly. So hard will change to
Mhm.
hardly.
And by the way, keep in mind that this is the most common way of making an adverb, which is adding ly. We do, however, have different types that do not follow the ly uh, rule. And we
Yeah,
will
of
see that later on.
course. They already sent some good examples, like never.
Exactly.
Never is also an adverb, but it doesn't end with ly. So let's proceed to the second type
All right.
of adverbs. Let's show them these types. There is a delay, I cannot see, but this, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
adverbs of frequency, you might have seen a lot of them during your study. I love the last example from, I think, Shuma. I can't think reasonably about our breakup. It's really nice. So proceeding with the adverbs of frequency, you will encounter them in stories, in texts, when you read, when you listen, even when you speak. And these adverbs that we're displaying today are just few of them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's practice adding them. And as you know, adverbs of frequency are used to, they imply how frequently the action happened. And these are only few examples. let's try to change one example using these adverbs of frequency. And the example we have today is okay. All right, so let's change this example. I boil eggs for breakfast. So what do you think, guys? I hate eggs, by the way.
I was waiting for you to say that. I swear. I was just waiting for this sentence to come up, to come out of your mouth.
It's one of my pet peeves, to smell the eggs in the morning.
I don't understand why. It's mostly females. That's what I noticed.
Maybe because it
Seriously, it's
requires
like
cleaning.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's
Yeah.
like mostly females that hate to eat like boiled eggs. Like maybe fried, but not boiled. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, ABD says he sometimes boil eggs for breakfast. Okay, so sometimes basically means it's like not happening every day or even every 2 days. It happens like we can say like 30% to 40% in general, like 30-40%. Yeah, most people usually boil eggs. This means like 3 or 4 days a week. Okay, very nice.
I always boil eggs for breakfast.
I was waiting for you to say this.
Almost, like almost always.
Okay, I'm trying to send you a link so that you get access to more adverbs.
Because we actually have many types of adverbs. Like we mentioned only the manner and the frequency. We have also adverbs of time, of place, of degree, and we're also going to see the conjunctive adverbs too.
Of course, this we will discuss today.
Okay. So you guys, there you go. Take a look. Boom. Good. Misha, Misha. I don't know, but we're the same. We're the same thing.
You have to be friends with Ahmad and invite each other to have breakfast every day.
So, by the way, I like that you sent the word pet peeve, things that are annoying.
Yeah, a pet peeve is a nice expression to use when you want to say something annoys me, something I dislike. So instead of just using simple phrases, try to use it at least once this week so you can master it.
You know, Abdullah said also something about very and little and whatnot. Yes, these are also some other types that you will find interlinked.
Thank you for mentioning this. Okay. As Ahmad mentioned before, we're not display all the types, but there are other types of adverbs, like the adverbs of degree, for example, lots, somewhat, barely, and very, as Abdullah also notified us. Um, I'm gonna send them. I'm gonna send them here in the chat
Mhm.
box so you acknowledge them. We also have the adverse of place, which most of you have learned at an early stage. Like I think most people here know these adverbs. For example, behind, above, nearby. Okay, and we have the adverbs of time. Also, this is for any beginner. You should really acknowledge these adverbs. And they are all sent to you in the chat box. Have a look and try to get more information through the link we have sent previously. It's there in the
Mhm.
chat box as well.
Yep. All right. Now, how about the conjunctive adverbs, by the way?
Yeah, we'll come to this point. Okay, but I think before you will be telling us about how adverbs modify the verbs, the adjectives, the adverbs. So shall you start or what do you prefer, Ahmad? Oh, okay, they are here. They are displayed. So let's talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
the conjunctive adverbs. Okay, this is difficult to pronounce. But anyway, it's very important to note that a conjunction is any word that connects. So try to learn more of these in order to connect phrases, connect sentences, and even clauses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, I'll first show you this example, and you will determine where the conjunctive adverb is. So, what do you think? Try to guess it.
By the way, just for your information, guys, two of the most famous conjunctions are the word and the word but. Both of them connect clauses or phrases. This is what Fatima was talking about.
Yeah, okay. So there's the example there in the chat. Try to find where the conjunct. Okay, it's also in the on the screen. Where is the conjunctive adverb?
Mm-hmm. So it's one word, right?
It's one word.
Uh-huh.
Its function is to connect.
That's
And
that's good.
usually we have a comma or period before after it. Okay, so we got one answer from ABD. Do you agree, guys, with ABD? Is it besides? If you agree, please send us.
I'll say the magic word once people answer as well.
All right, so I believe you guys
Bingo.
agree.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Can you suggest more conjunctive adverbs?
Well, I can give you another situation where the conjunctive adverb is not mid-sentence. So it can be, by the way, like anyway. So I could say,
Hmm?
I don't want a pony anyway?
That's really
I
nice.
loved ponies before. That's weird, but I did.
Why? Why do you like them? What
They're
do they
cute,
mean?
tiny horses. It's like a
Yeah,
horse.
but
That's
what
it's
do
like
they
small
represent
size.
for you?
Mm, they 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 probably represent unfinished projects.
That's a good answer.
It is. You know, it's not a fully developed horse. That's why I liked it when I was young.
Okay, you ace it. Um, so yeah, more accurate answers. Thank you, ABD. So nice. I'll send you more because you deserve,
Mhm.
because you are spending time here trying to learn. So let me send you more of them. But I remind you, you will find them through the link. This link is so informative. Try to have a look. Okay, so I believe conjunctive adverbs are now crystal clear to everyone. Maybe we'll try to practice more in the last episode and we'll give you time to use them. So stay tuned and always join our public sessions to practice
Mhm.
more using them.
All right. So is the link in the chat or
Yeah, I mean the link of the document or the platform that you already sent.
nice.
So they'll find all the information there to learn more of these
Perfect.
adverbs.
Okay. You guys have the link already in the chat. I'll pin it. Keep it pinned for you guys. All right. Well, you know, speaking of conjunctive adverbs, we need to understand something. Now, you know that adverbs, we said, they modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So how do they actually do this? Let's try to understand one idea at a time. Starting with the verbs. Now, usually, you know that, of course, a verb is an action. So an adverb describes how the action is done or performed, as well as giving more detail about the manner. Maybe the time, how many times it happened, like frequency, place, or degree of an action. Let's say an example. She sings. Good. Singing, like any singer, she sings. Now, to try to give more detail about this, I'll say she sings beautifully, she sings amazingly, and as such. He will arrive. So he will arrive when? How about the time? I need some more information. So he'll arrive soon. Soon is the adverb right here that is giving you detail about the time. This is regarding the verbs. How about adjectives? Now, adverbs, when they modify the adjectives, they usually do two things, or one of the such. Either intensify or diminish. What does that mean? Intensify is to make it more, to make it bigger and whatnot. Diminish is the opposite, to make it smaller, less important maybe. And of course, we're talking about the quality of the adjective that's being used. And this also gives you information about the degree. For example, if I say the movie was exciting. You know that the movie is exciting and it's a good thing. It's a positive idea. Now, if I were to make it more intense, you know, uh, um, to deliver a deeper meaning, it will be like this. The movie was incredibly exciting. And you can see it from my way of speech. It sounds more intense. The movie was incredibly exciting, was extremely amazing. So this is regarding the adjectives. When it comes to the adverbs, now it also does the same thing. It gives you more information about the degree and the intensity of the adverb. And sometimes, gives you like a little bit of an edit, a tune to the meaning. For example, she sings loudly. She sings loudly. You already have the adverb, which is loudly, and you know that she sings loudly. But I can make it more intense. I can say, she sings very loudly, very loudly. Like Imad cooks very well. I'm giving you information about myself. I'm
For
actually a good cook.
example, you are very lucky
Why?
because you have me as your coworker.
That's true. That's a good example. That's a good example. Very, very lucky. Absolutely. So this
I can smell the sarcasm in your
no,
answer, but
no,
anyway,
no, no.
let's proceed.
No. I'm just agreeing. Totally agreeing. Totally. Oh God. So this is, guys, the idea of how adverbs modify each of these words or parts of speech. So there is another idea, which is, every adverb needs a chair, needs a place in a sentence. How does a how does an adverb sit in a sentence? Now, of course, every adverb sits in a specific place in the sentence structure, and it delivers a different meaning. So I tried to make them as less as possible and to make it, give you the butter of this idea. So starting with the verbs, when it comes to the verb, it sits in different places. Sometimes the start of the sentence, sometimes between the adverb, between the subject and the verb, sometimes in the end of the sentence. Now, why do I have different places? It's because it depends on what you are focusing on or the style of a sentence. That's why we have different places. However, on the contrary, when we go for adjectives, the adverb usually modifies the adjective, and it comes directly before the adjective. So, like we saw an example about this, we said extremely good, incredibly exciting. So it's before. When it comes to the adverb, when it modifies the adverbs exactly, it also comes before the adverb they modify. Like we saw very loudly. This is one of the examples. So this is a small glimpse or an idea about where an adverb sits. However, I think now it's time for you guys to do some extra work into giving us some examples. So you can lead the way, Fatima. Tell them what they have to do.
Yeah, already I sent one example. that is really sincere from the deep depths of my heart. It's you can see it in the chat. You are incredibly important to us. You are important
thank you.
people and incredibly important to us. So try to send something that you're thinking about today. Try to send an example in the chat that you have seen or thought about today, because this will be more realistic and practical. And we are waiting here for
That
you
is true.
to provide us with the best examples. It's your turn.
I was eagerly waiting for lunchtime.
That's important for you, I know.
Yeah. So I'll be eating after our meeting now.
I can tell.
That's my example. Let me try to put it in the chat too.
I already did.
Oh, you did?
And yeah, yeah. I felt it, you know.
See, that's why I'm so lucky to have you.
I feel you. I feel your hunger, your emotions.
I am.
Even before you tell me. This is how our friendship is solidified.
Top notch.
Yeah. We are eagerly waiting for you to share your examples. Don't worry, even if you commit mistakes, this is gonna be normal. Like, mistakes are just normal because it's part of your learning journey.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel shy about committing mistakes. And as I told you, try to think about your day. Let's say you had any incident today, and try to think about it and write it down and add this one of these adverbs we mentioned in today's session.
You know that I love how adverbs are actually a huge part of a sentence, and for me, I would consider them like even more important than an adjective. You know, I can
They are.
basically say a sentence without describing anything, but the action itself can be really described in a better way using adverbs.
Yeah, we were telling them before now about adjectives and their role in painting a picture in the you know, in the mind. So it's similar concept here. Adverbs also paint this picture and make it even more colorful.
True.
Do you agree, Emma?
100%. And I love those, parts of speech that always, like you said, modify and showcase characteristic of a sentence. I love it.
True.
Oh, I was extremely busy today. Me too. Me too, buddy. Ooh, so much on our plate. So much. Hussein just said, I absolutely hate pronouncing this word, watching live. Nice.
Thank you, Hussein, for being our regular audience. We're so lucky to have you and others. And this means a lot. Like, Hussein is reflecting on his day, which
Hmm.
which is really awesome. That's really awesome. Also, ABD is extremely busy today. We are too.
We always appreciate those who are always committed to watching the live sessions.
Yeah, definitely. We should also like reward them
Hmm.
for being consistent. But I think the best reward would be the benefit they get, from these episodes.
That is
Let's
true.
talk about the next live sessions. Uh, would you please, Samad, just elaborate on this?
Well, what we are going to be discussing next time is going to be something that we also hear a lot, especially in movies. Now, I'm not going to say that we stumble upon it in songs. We do sometimes, but we mostly do in movies. And one of these examples would be I am fighting tooth and nail in order not to just turn into a monster and eat everything. So,
I'm so scared now.
uh-huh. So this is one of the examples that we're going to use next time.
Okay, do you mean that we're gonna talk about idioms?
Maybe. I don't know what that means.
I believe they are idioms. Am I right, guys? Can you try to confirm if I'm right? Because I believe fight with tooth and nails, yeah, is one idiom, one English idiom.
I won't
So are
confirm.
you pointing? You
I
won't
won't
confirm?
confirm.
Oh, okay, we have to
Mm-mm.
wait till the next episode. Uh,
Oh, appreciate you, ABD. Thank you, buddy. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to question time. In case you got any question, any kind of concern that you would like me and Fatima to answer, feel free to do so. Just put it in the chat and we shall highlight it. Make sure, guys, that it is connected to our today's topic and not going too far from the idea.
okay, so we are eagerly waiting for you to send your questions and to answer
Just in
these
case,
questions.
just in case. All right. So I think everything is clear. Everybody is on the same page as we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being cooperative, active, and a huge part of this live session. We hope that we always give you the most beneficial topics, of course, that would benefit you during your English journey. And I would like to say, have a good day. Have a good meal. I will have a good meal. And you take care of yourselves, guys. Would you like to say goodbye,
Good
Fatima?
luck. Good luck, Ahmad. And cheers.
Thank you, guys. Stay awesome. And see you later. Bye bye.